Namaste. I welcome you all to this course on Simplified Music Production for Singers. Now, even though the title says for singers, the intention of this course is to transition you, the singer, from being just a singer to a producer as well. So, while I am recording this course, I plan to record Module 1. The purpose of Module 1 will be to enable you with enough tools so that you can create a very good sounding cover song with a karaoke track. That is the purpose of Module 1. Subsequently, I will be putting up Module 2, 3, 4 and onwards, which will gradually take you into more advanced music production concepts, advanced mixing, mastering, composition and all that, which will eventually enable you to make your own original songs as well. So with that, let's begin this course. Now, this course I am going to teach on the software called Logic Pro. Now, Logic Pro is a Apple software and it works only on Apple devices. That might disappoint you if you have bought this course and you don't have an Apple device yet or don't even plan on buying one. Okay, but don't worry. The concepts being taught in this course are music production concepts. Okay, which are applicable to any DAW or DAW or music production softwares, right? Some examples are Logic Pro, Ableton, Cubase, Nuendo, FL Studio, Reaper. All these are different softwares. Logic Pro is the only one which works exclusively on Apple devices. All the others work on both Apple as well as Windows based systems. All the DAWs have certain pros and cons, slightly different features or slightly different way of approaching a particular task. Think of it as cars. You know, if you know how to drive car A, you can drive any other car. Just that car A might not be as premium as car B, or it might not be as smooth as car B, or car A might be more smooth than car B, or there might be difference in features, but at the end of the day, the way you drive a car is the same. If you want to get from point A to point B in a car, if you know how to drive a car, whether it is car A or car B, you will get there, right? That is what is the main purpose of this course, to teach you the essentials of music production, the things, the concepts that you need to understand so that you become a better singer as well and end up becoming a nice producer as well. So before we begin, let's have a quick look at all the software options that are available for you. Let's talk about Logic Pro first. All these DAWs are priced differently and offer subtle variations, but at the end of the day, what matters is which software you like, the one that you can afford, okay, and just stick to it and work with it. Logic Pro is around 20,000 rupees. It becomes cheaper if you are buying a new computer and buying it with Logic Pro pre-installed. It becomes slightly cheaper. The advantage with Logic Pro for computers, laptops, iMacs and MacBooks and all is that it gives you free lifetime upgrades. You buy it once, whenever new version comes, it will just update like any other app. It will just update, okay, and all new features will come. If you have space in your computer, of course. So that is something very great about Logic Pro. Logic Pro also has an iPad version, which is sadly a subscription based service, like you have to pay like a monthly subscription for it. So if that is something that you can afford, you already have an iPad, you don't plan on buying an Apple computer and you can afford to buy a subscription based software, just go for it. Logic Pro is great, it's very intuitive. I have been working on it for a very long time and I absolutely love the software. Other alternatives, Studio One by this company called PreSonus, which is a great company, makes excellent hardware. Their Studio One 6, version 6 is currently the latest one, is at $400, which comes around 35,000 rupees, I think. They also have a monthly subscription, okay, and see, the upgrades cost you, okay, from one version to another version. If you upgrade, you will have to pay. But the monthly subscription seems nice, okay. All of these softwares give you a free trial as well, including Logic Pro, ranging from 30 days to 90 days in some cases. You can try it for free, the full version, and if you like it, buy it. If not, just uninstall and move on, okay. $20 per month sounds like a great deal because Studio One has a very similar interface as Logic Pro works in very similar ways. Ableton is an industry standard. Ableton Live used a lot by electronic musicians. They give their full version is $750, significantly more expensive. They give a 71 GB of library, but Logic Pro also gives you 75 GB of library, and Logic Pro's stock sounds plugins are good to do everything that you want to do. Okay, if that is not in your budget, you can go, and if Ableton is what you want, because it is an industry standard, it's a very common software and it's a very powerful software. So if you have a great Windows computer, you can go for Ableton. Just buy the light one. You just need 16 tracks right now, because in module 1 our purpose is to understand how to make good covers where you're recording a few layers of your vocals and a karaoke track is there, and you figure out how to mix it. For that, this version will work. Okay, Cubase, again the basic version starts at 9K. Great software again. FL Studio gets a lot of hate because it is termed as a very amateur beginner level software, but I know some really good musicians who exclusively produce using FL Studio. Again, works the same way. Okay, so unnecessarily gets hate. It's a great software, but don't make the mistake of doing the fruity edition. It is just for making loops and beats. It specifically says no audio recording. We need audio recording. Okay, so don't make the mistake of buying fruity edition. If you want FL Studio, go for the 10,000 version. Reaper is a great open source software. It is available to download for free and you can evaluate for 90 days. It allows you to continue your evaluation beyond that, okay? Because they don't believe in restricting you as a musician, okay? So if you use Reaper, which is again a great software, I know some really good musicians who exclusively produce on Reaper. If you like it and if your trial period is over, considering buying at least the discount license. I don't think most of us qualify for commercial license anyways. You are just understanding, you are just learning, educating yourself and trying to make some cover songs, right? So just $60, it will come to around 6,000 rupees. You can buy the license and you can use it. The reason why I'm encouraging you all to buy is because, see, this is how traditional recording used to happen. An 8-track machine where everything is mic'd and you only have like 8 tracks available. You hit record. If one of these persons in this mic makes a mistake, your recording is ruined. You do the whole thing and everybody has to do again. Okay, this is how it used to be. Music production has come a very long way thanks to all these softwares, which has made it very easy for us to sit at the comfort of our homes and produce music. And you make a mistake, you can just re-record that section. Or if you're using like instrument libraries within the software, there's no re-recording also. You can just do some tweaks and it fixes. You can fix it on the fly. So it has made music production so easy that these softwares deserve to be bought. That is number one. Number two, if you have bought this course, it means you are someone who is very serious about their musical journey. Okay, you are not someone who is just looking for okay, how do I do this? There are plenty of YouTube videos for that. You want something which truly enables you to go to the next level. Okay, that's why you are in this course. So if you're serious about music as a career, as a choice, as an art form, you need to respect people who have worked hard in taking it to the next level. You need to show your appreciation for that. Only then it will be sustainable. That is my very firm belief. That's why even in my studio, nothing is a cracked version. All of them are either genuinely free versions or I have paid and bought the license. I have not been using a single crack version in my studio, and I firmly stand by that. I'll never use a single cracked. I have used cracked in the past but never felt good about it, so I immediately uninstalled it, saved money and bought the full version of it. That's why I strongly believe. Later on in the course, I will give you some genuinely free tools as well, which are really great tools, which are actually free, which you can download and use guilt free. Okay, but as for DAWs, please make sure that whichever DAW you choose and you like and you operate on, please consider buying these softwares. Apple users, you can use GarageBand also as a start. It comes with the iPads and MacBooks. It's a basic version of Logic Pro, and so the workflow is very similar. So you can start with GarageBand and then move on to Logic Pro whenever you are ready.